Cece here with a really fun tag that's been going around, and I know you guys have watched some of the videos. I've had a ball watching some of these tag videos, and this one is the perfect palette tag. Now, I've been wanting to do this video since I saw the first one. I saw Emily Noel. I saw her do hers, and I was really intrigued by it, and since then, I've seen so many other YouTubers popping up doing it, so I wanted to take a crack at it as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Okay, so before we get started, I always get a question about what I'm wearing on my lips, and today I am wearing Revlon's Super Lustrous lipstick. It's a pearl finish, and the color is 026 Abstract Orange, and it just looks like this. It went really well with my makeup look today, so I decided to rock it. I've rocked it in a video before, but probably not since last fall or winter, so I thought it would be the perfect time to pull it back out. Okay, so on to the tag. The first question is, and I have all the questions written down, so the first question is, what is the palette with the best packaging? So the palette that I chose that had the best packaging would have to be my new Anastasia Lavish palette. I do not have a palette that even comes close to this that has the great packaging. First off, it's so freaking cute, and I took off the outer sleeve, so this is just the box, and it has like a little treasure box, if you will, with a huge mirror in it. And then the packaging is great because I feel like it's so functional. I've seen plenty of people tackle this question differently. Some just went for creative packaging, but I went for functionality. And this little box is just so functional because it comes with a little book that gives you some looks that you can use, different looks that you can get from the palette. I actually used one of these looks today from this palette, so I'm really enjoying this book. Usually those looks are crap and you're like, I don't want to use that look, but they have some really good ones in the little book. And then you open it up and your palette is right here inside. And this also comes with a little sleeve on it that you can just pull out, and the colors are absolutely gorgeous. I'm sure you guys have seen this. But yeah, and that's not even all you get in that box. You also get goodies at the bottom of the box, which I've taken out, but you get 4 little extras. You get an eyebrow pencil, an eyeliner, and then you also get tweezers and a dual-ended brush from Anastasia. So that is an absolute great deal, and again, the packaging is amazing because of the functionality, in my opinion. The second question is, what is the palette with the best color payoff? And to me, that palette would have to be the Lorac Pro palette. You guys have seen me use this a million times. You've seen it in a million favorites videos, and I just absolutely love this palette. If you have not seen it, this is what it looks like. It comes with mattes on top and all shimmers at the bottom, and I mean, the color payoff is absolutely gorgeous. I barely dug my finger into it, and absolutely gorgeous, the color payoff. Lorac's shadows are just so buttery and they're so beautiful. They don't have a lot of fallout and they're just really soft and velvety, so I love Lorac. Question number 3 is, what is the most versatile palette? And the one that I chose for this was the NYX, and this is the Hot Jersey Leopard Couture palette. I have not used this much at all, but when it came to versatility, I had to choose this only because it has what you need for almost your entire face pretty much. So it comes with that clasp, and you just open it up, and on the first page you have a huge mirror, and then you have all of these shadows. 24 great shadows. You guys know NYX has some wonderful products and wonderful shadows, and it also comes with the little applicators in place so you can apply the shadows with those if you so choose. And then on the next page, you just turn the page there, and there's another mirror, and then there were 2 lip glosses here that I took out, but then you get a highlighter. Well, it's a highlighter on me, but I think it's supposed to be 3 bronzers, but this top one is actually a highlighter on me, and then you get 3 cheek colors. So I mean, I feel like this palette is very versatile because of that. That's lips, that's eyes, and that's cheeks. in this one palette. So you can take this with you on a trip and make a ton of different eye looks and look different every day with just the one palette. So I love that palette for versatility, and it's so cute with the leopard. Question number 4 is, what is the best palette for traveling? And I couldn't decide between 2 palettes, so I have 2 for this one. The first one that I want to show you is my Wet n Wild Vanity palette. Again, you guys have seen this a million times. I've used it in tutorials, and I have also used it or shown it in a favorites video, and that's how it looks. And it just has some of the most amazing neutral shades in it, 6 shades, and there are 3 mattes and 3 shimmers. And you can also use this as an eyebrow color right here. It comes with a little applicator as well, and this is just such an amazing palette for travel because although there are only 6 colors, you can literally make so many looks with this palette. I use this so much just for quick looks, and then I also use it for more dramatic and smoky looks as well. I love this palette from Wet n Wild, and it's only $4.99. The next palette that I think is absolutely amazing for travel is obviously the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. I think this palette is great for travel because, again, there aren't that many colors. There are only 6 colors, but you get a pretty big mirror for how big the palette is. And then you get 5 matte colors and 1 shimmery shade, and that's the shade Venus. And these are, you guys know Urban Decay has just amazing pigmentation. You can make so many great looks with this little palette, this little baby. I like to keep in my purse, and you can touch up your eyeshadows if you need to, or anything like that. I think this palette was an amazing invention by Urban Decay. And although the colors are all neutral, they're all different, and you can just, it's so versatile. Question number 5 is, what is my biggest palette regret? That would have to go to my NYX Nude on Nude palette. And that's how that one looks. It has lip colors in it. And then you open it up and you get some actually really good eyeshadows. But I just do not use this palette. I've probably used this palette 1 time. I mean, literally, it still looks brand new. I haven't even touched the lip colors at all. I don't know, when you have a Naked palette, a Naked 2, a Naked Basics, a Lorac Pro with neutral shades in it. I have the Balm, the Nude Tude palette. When they've come out with so many different nude palettes that I've been using, it's hard to honestly use all of them. And I got this as kind of before I got the Naked palette. I got this as sort of to see if I would need the Naked palette, but right after that, I ended up just breaking down and buying the Naked palette, and I haven't looked back since. So I really have not needed this palette, so yeah, it's just been my biggest regret because I haven't used it. Question number 6 is the palette with the best color names. Now, I had to choose the Balm Nude Tude palettes. If you guys have anything from the Balm, you know that they have the best names and packaging for their products. I just love that brand as a whole. But this is how this palette looks here. It has a really big mirror. And then the palette itself looks like this. And I'll read you off the names. This one is Sassy, Snobby, Stubborn, Standoffish, Selfish, Sultry, Sophisticated, Seductive, Sexy, Silly, Serious, and Sleek. And I just like the names. I don't know. I love all of the S's. They all start with S's. And they're all just really, I don't know, they match your mood. And then I think it's so cute because in the packaging you have like the naked ladies right here, and the colors are supposed to be covering their private parts. So I thought that was really cute and really creative, and the names just go so well with their creative packaging. Question number 7 is, what is my least used palette? And that one was pretty easy. Well, it was a cross between 2 of them, but I ended up choosing the Urban Decay Book of Shadows Volume 4. This palette is my least used because it is so big and bulky. Just look at it. I mean, it is extremely bulky, and it's just hard to pull out. I don't have it with the rest of my palettes because it doesn't really fit anywhere that I like. So I keep it somewhere totally separate from the rest of my palettes, and it's just so big and bulky, and I don't use it. I mean, obviously it's an Urban Decay palette, so you know the color payoff and the shadows are absolutely amazing. I think I've used this palette once though, because obviously you can't travel with it because it's so big, and it's too much. It's just too much for a palette. Like, I wish I could pull this entire bottom tray out, and even that would still be very bulky, but it's just too much. So that's why I don't use it. I'll probably give this away to someone, honestly, but yeah, I'm not getting much use out of that one. And the last question is, what is my most used palette, my most loved palette, a deserted island type of thing? If I was on a deserted island, what palette would I take? And that hands down would be my Lorac Pro palette. Now, I've already used this palette for a question, but I don't care because I love it so much. It's just so versatile, and it has so many different colors. You can honestly just create so many different looks with this. I mean, you can go from sultry and smoky up to like everyday eyes and really light eyes if you would like. You can probably do a million different looks with this palette, and no one would even know that you're using the exact same shadows over. That is how great this palette is. That's how versatile this palette is, and you'll never go bored. Every time I'm bored and I can't think of a good eye look to do, I definitely pick this palette up and just start using it, and I always come up with something great. So love this palette, and this is the only palette that I could ever get. It would probably be the Lorac Pro. So that is all 8 questions in the perfect palette tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs up if you like tags. Don't forget to comment and subscribe to my channel. I will leave the subscription link probably right here in the corner somewhere. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well as on Twitter. And don't forget to follow my pregnancy vlogs if you have not seen them. If you don't know, I'm 7 months pregnant. So I have been doing pregnancy vlogs, and I'll link those down below, as well as some of my other previous videos. So thank you guys again for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye!